Recorded. This meeting is recorded by the host. Got it. Okay.
Let's see. All right. Sorry.
Am I muted?
Okay.
I think I'm muted.
All right. I just want to see hands up. Who's cooking along? Okay. Joe, Barbara, Arlen, Julia, Michelle. Okay. Okay. All right.
Nancy is too.
Oh, okay. Nancy, you too. Okay. Your camera is off, so I couldn't see your hand, but that's okay.
The camera's on.
Your camera, yeah, I cannot see.
Huh.
All right.
Artist.
Hello.
Art's cooking alone.
Okay. Oh, okay. Hi, Art. And I think Mrs. Sayer, you're cooking along too. You're with your apron and all good stuff.
I'm cooking, yes.
All right. Okay. So if you guys still missed the waiting room notice, just bump up your oven to 460, and then I'll just now start talking. Anybody else left?
Nope. I think we've got everybody.
Okay. Awesome. All right. Welcome everybody to our winter reading program at Ken Memorial Library. And thanks to friends of Ken Memorial Library, we were able to provide you guys with a fantastic ingredients bag. So all you could do is just do magic, throw everything together and create a dish along with me. So we're gonna have some fun. We had some instructions beforehand that you needed to preheat the oven, chop the onion, chop the tomato, grate the ginger, all that stuff. So I hope you did it. Otherwise, don't worry, while the eggplant's cooking in the oven, you will have time to chop stuff. So no worries. So what we're gonna do, and I have this camera, and Sabina might pin that up so you can see what I'm doing. Sabina, can you pin that?
I did. It's pinned.
Okay. So if your side, you have to make sure that all you see is my cooking screen there. So you all got this eggplant in your ingredient list. So what we are gonna do, we're gonna split the eggplant right in the middle. And I'm gonna take the head off.
Excuse me, I can't just see you. I don't know why it's not letting me just see you.
Right now, Sabina has pinned the just what I'm doing, my instruction thing. So
I can't see it. I see everybody. Am I supposed to see everybody?
So what I want you to do on your right-hand corner, you might have a view button. So click on that and maybe just do speaker instead of gallery. Because from your side, if you do gallery view,
it doesn't show it doesn't go back again.
Also, if you're on an iPad, I think it's different than if you're on a computer.
Sabina, maybe you want to pin me and the cooking thing too.
That's what I have right now. I have you pinned and your camera for the food, and that's what I see.
No, I guess I
can't pin either. Let's see.
Okay, now I see Joanne. Okay.
So I just
now it's fine. It's okay now. Now I'll mute my
gallery view.
I just split the eggplant in half. Very simple. And everybody probably had around 3 to 4 cloves of garlic in your bag. So
yes.
What you're gonna do? Maybe take 2 of the cloves and take the skin off. And we're gonna just maybe cut them in half because they are pretty big. So we are just gonna cut them in the half and kind of try to stick it in the eggplant.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so we get some, flavor in it while it's gonna get cooked in the oven. So we're gonna do that. Stuck the garlic in the eggplant. What I like to do, what we're gonna do, take some oil. And I do have a brush that I'm gonna use. If you don't have it, just drizzle the oil. No issues. So what I'll do, I'll just drizzle some oil on the top and cover the eggplant. And I'm using a cast iron pan. I'm gonna knife this. Can you?
Oh, a little more to the right, Pinky.
Oh.
A little further down. That's good.
Did you, how many garlics did you say?
2.
2. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
A little more to the
now
right.
this is the, okay. Okay. All right. Thank you.
That's good.
I'm having trouble getting it to get into the eggplant.
Okay, so now I'm gonna try to put, I'll just bring this here. Try to put the eggplant upside down. So the skin is on the top and we're gonna cover the skin also with the oil. Just brush a little bit oil on the skin. And that's good.
If we win, I'll be the worst woman ever to win a Nobel in physics. It's a big deal.
And then I'm just gonna open the oven, which part you might not see because my camera is not that far. So this is how it looks. I'm gonna this is how it's now nice and shiny, coated in oil, both the sides, garlic inside stuck. And we're gonna put this oven ready pan. And try not to put it on the bottom rack because we want eggplant to cook. So I'm gonna put it on the either top or the middle. And I'll set the timer for 20 minutes at 460. Hold on. No. 20 minutes timer. All right, so my timer is already ticking at 20 minutes. And then what I have here, what I have ready is
Pinky.
Yes.
Sue Main was a little bit late. Can you tell her what to do with the garlic?
Sure. Sue, if you want to cut the garlic, out of the 3 or 4 cloves that you have, we're going to use 2 and roast it alongside with the eggplant. So cut the big clove into half and we're gonna stick it in the softer side of the eggplant, not the skin side, the inside, and just stick it in the eggplant. And then we're gonna, both the side, we're gonna brush it with the oil and then put it in the oven ready pan. Skin up, and then roast it.
Wait, one other thing. The oil had to go on the top of the skin side too?
Both
Oh, I didn't do that. Okay.
Yeah. And then we're gonna put it in the oven for 460 degrees for 20 minutes. And it'll do its magic. We're not gonna open it. And one
Pinky, question.
Yeah.
Do you cut out the seeds at all or no? Okay, leave it just the way it is.
Yep, we just split it in the half, stick the garlic in, put the oil on the both side, and we're gonna let it cook.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Pinky, you said, what temperature did you say the oven, 400 or 460?
Initially in the note we had 400, but we thought if we do 460, we can speed up the process. So just bump it up to 460.
Okay.
Yeah. So while that's doing it, if you have not gotten a chance, let's chop your onions. I just, can you see it, Sabina?
Yep.
Okay. It's just this diced onion. Then I have diced tomatoes. And other 2 cloves of garlic. I also chopped it and then I grated the ginger. And what I did with the green chili, because we don't know how the chili is gonna come, spicy or not. So if you cut it too small, and if it's spicy, then the whole dish turns to be spicy. So what I did I cut it big. You see the size? So that way, if it's too spicy, it's very easy for you to remove from your dish. If it's chopped too fine, then it's it's hard for you to remove. So chop. I just did the kind of French cut green chili and just did 4 or 5 cuts of green chili. And I have my cilantro chopped up for garnish.
Did you grate the garlic? Did you say grate the garlic too?
You can either grate it or chop it, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. And the one that's in the oven, once it comes out, we're gonna mash all the garlic along with the eggplant, what's in the oven. And all of you in your bag had the spice box. Now, obviously we don't know everybody's spice level. So I would let you make the decision, how much do you wanna put it? You can always add it later once you taste it, but if you dump the whole thing in and if it's too spicy for your liking, then we'll have trouble how to make it less spicy. Just try to add a little bit and then taste it and go along with it. Don't dump it at once. And if it turns out to be super spicy, another thing you could do, eat it with the yogurt.
Advice.
Would you tell us what are the spices?
So what we do in Indian food, nowadays they make it super easy. Every single dish will have their concoction of special spice. So what you all got is, if you go to Indian store, they have the spice mix. Can you read, Sabina?
No. Now we can look closer.
Yeah. So these are the spice boxes which will tell you. So it's a Baingan Bharta, the dish we are making, masala. So it has all the combination of spices, which will have coriander, white salt, red chili powder, cumin, pomegranate seeds, ginger, black pepper, fenugreek leaves, mint leaves, cardamom, clove, nutmeg, all that stuff together and in a form of a powder. So every single dish that you eat in Indian food, they will have special spice mix for each dish. So that's what you all have. You have a Baingan Bharta masala and a little bit of a red chili powder mixed within your spice box.
And where did you get the box of spices?
Well, we have one Indian store that me and Sabina, we both go at. It's on Route 5, East Hartford. East Windsor, Route 5, past, I think, Walmart.
It's pretty much right across from the old Jonathan Pasco's. It's called Asia Market, right?
Right.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. It's just down from the old Jonathan Pasco. It's just down and it's on the right. Yep.
Yeah, correct. So that's where it is. And we just bought the box and gave you guys a little bit of it. And I would highly advise not to dump the whole thing in it. Because as I said, I can handle it because I grew up with this spice level. But just go little by little.
Pinki, what kind of pepper is this?
I know, it's very interesting. Like this is green. This is what we call it's green chili. But if you go to Indian store, American store, you won't find this.
Oh.
So we got the chili from the Indian store too.
Okay. Is it very, very hot?
It's not.
It's not. Okay.
It's not. But again, nature by chilies are hot. So some might turn out to be hot and some don't know how. So that's why I told you that let's cut it in big pieces. So if it's your day today to be a hot pepper, then you can take it out if it turns out to be too hot. Okay. Did anybody cook the rice already?
No.
No. Okay. So how are you guys planning to eat this dish?
Tomorrow night, I'm going to cook the rice and have it for dinner.
Oh, okay. I know today it will be a little too late.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right.
So you can.
How do you cook the basmati rice?
How do you cook the basmati rice?
Yeah, 1 cup water, 1 cup rice.
I You know, it's not hard to cook like a brown rice. It cooks very easily, and in basmati rice, you don't want to put too much water because you want the grain to be kind of not al dente, but nicely cooked, and it's perfect. So what I can tell you, the measure of water, that's what I learned from my mom, and Sabina laughs at that. Because she's so precise with the measuring cups, and I just throw stuff in my cooking. So the way my mom taught me, any pot that you're cooking the rice, when you add the rice, how much water do you need? You measure it 1.5 fingers. So that's another thing that here you guys don't do it. Every finger has 2 lines on it, right? So that when I'm counting, for me, this is 1, 2, and 3. So 1 finger for me is 3. So when I measure the water for rice, I stick my finger in the water, and it should be, my finger should be covered 1.5.
So it's not a 1 cup to 1 cup rice, not 1 cup water. Huh?
I think that might be too much. Sabina, what do you say?
I think it's usually 1 cup of rice and 2 cups of water. That's what I think it is. But I use a rice cooker generally. But
it depends upon
1 cup of rice to 2 cups of water.
But it depends upon which rice you're cooking.
Yes, I think that's with white rice. I agree.
Which rice you're cooking.
I just cooked mine and I looked it up, and it said 1 cup of rice and 1.5 cups of water, and it came out perfect.
And how long do you do it?
Okay.
It was 15 minutes.
15?
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. I looked it up.
And it's so funny, certain things I just grew up with it. You know, I don't measure on my regular cooking, and I just cook stuff, and I don't even taste until I sit down to eat. It comes out perfect.
Okay, Pinky, how long do you cook it for?
I think Amanda just looked it up, and she said 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll keep my eye. Go ahead.
I measured 2 cups, and it came out to 1.5 fingers in my pot.
See?
Perfect.
Yes.
That's a great tip. I'm psyched about that.
I grew up with. I just stick my finger, and that's how I know how much water I need. And it
depends on the size of your pot.
No, that's when the science comes in, because it's going to be no amount of rice to amount of water. So how the rice spreads and water spreads, that's how much you need. Any pot, that's how much you need. It works out somehow. It works out. So, and I personally like to add pinch of salt to my rice and little bit of oil or ghee, because that helps the grains to separate. So while you're cooking, once you add the water, I add just pinch of salt and oil or ghee, and then just mix it. Obviously, oil won't mix with the water, but when it cooks and water is all gone, the rice will be coated in it and it won't stick together.
What kind of oil do you use? What kind of oil?
So for my Indian cooking, I use vegetable oil.
Yeah, and that's, I had vegetable oil, but then I had my other oil. And that's what I use. So my vegetable oil is over there, because you didn't really tell us what kind, but now I know. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I think I used olive oil, but that's okay.
The only problem with olive oil, if you're cooking the
high temperature.
Exactly. Yeah. You cannot warm that
right.
much. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Okay.
And if you're sauteing stuff for a little longer time, that's not, olive oil is not good for it.
Sitting over there. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, yeah. We're almost there. My clock is saying 7 minutes and 22, 7:22. So
it says 8.
7 minutes. Okay, yeah. So we're almost there. And once it should be cooked good, that we should be just able to scoop it out with the spoon, like you're scooping out the ice cream, and just mash it with the back of the spoon. It should be cooked that good. So.
Okay.
Is this going back? Is this going back in the oven? After
No,
we take it?
no.
No.
Once this is done, we're gonna do our cooking on the stove top.
Oh, this is going to be on the stovetop. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Then we are just gonna start sauteing onion and tomatoes, ginger, garlic, and make the base.
Okay.
We're gonna make the base and then just add the mashed eggplant to it.
All right. So the oil is to saute the onions and the tomatoes.
Correct.
And the extra garlic.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. Extra garlic should be all now chopped up.
Were we supposed to grate the entire this? Were we supposed to do this whole thing?
You know
the
what?
Ginger.
Again,
I only did half of it.
Yeah.
I did half of it.
Yeah. So go with what your liking is, because we just kind of cut it. Me and Sabina just cut it with the hand. So
you didn't grate it? You didn't grate it?
I know I did grate it. So it's almost like I have like a 1 tablespoon kind of grated ginger.
Okay.
Okay.
That's what I have.
Yeah. That's what I wanted. Yeah, that's what I wanted to know. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
So, and the ginger garlic, it just changes the whole taste of the dish, and especially the fresh ones. We love that.
Pinki.
Yes.
Will you have the recipe printed for us?
Yes. I don't give up front because I don't want anybody cheating and not come to the program. So
okay.
Tomorrow I will make out the recipe card with the step-by-step instructions, and I'll email it to everybody. So
Thank you.
If you do like what you made tonight, and if you want to repeat, you will have the instructions.
Thank you.
Yes. Absolutely. Yeah. And traditionally, this dish you can either eat with rice or you eat it with naan. I actually make wheat naan at home.
Nice.
That's something staple. I make like 3 times a day, 3 times a week. That's a very usual food for us that we eat with different vegetables.
You should have put that in the back.
I know, right? But you want to actually make it fresh. So I make my, there you go. Look at Sumain. She got the stone fire naan. She's all set.
She was smart.
How do you make naan?
So naan is, I make it, in what you get in store, usually they're all made out of all-purpose flour. And that's fine too. What I make, because the frequency I don't like to eat all-purpose flour for that many days. I mean, in weeks. So I use wheat flour, and I make my own dough. In my flour, I'll add a pinch of salt again, and a little bit of oil, and make my own dough. And I roll it out traditionally with a rolling pin and cook it on the stove.
Nice.
Yeah, next time I'll do it. Today we are crunching time now, but next time I'll do it with some other food. I'll demonstrate how I do it. Yeah, so it's cool. It's coming along. We have 3 minutes to go. Smells good. When you put the garlic in, it's just kind of, it smells really good. What do you guys want to start? Maybe then start sauteing. We have a few more minutes while this is it'll be done. What we can do is we can now maybe get going with the stove. Let's see. Hold on.
Okay.
Let me see if I can. Rita, can you see the pan or no?
A little more to the right. And now a little bit further back, more to the right. Yep, that's good. Getting better. No, the other direction. That's good.
Do you see it? Oh, it got.
It switched. Yeah, turn it around. Yeah.
Yeah. No, huh?
A little more to the right.
I think what happened, it just got now, the direction changed.
Yeah, you're right, because now it's a smaller window.
Oh, technology, you gotta love them and hate them at the same time. But you can't see it though, can you?
We can see it a little bit.
Okay. All right, I'll try my best. So I'm gonna heat up my pan in what we're gonna make our base with onion, garlic, and tomatoes and all the spices.
I think your picture looks good now too. I think you got a good view.
You can see it?
Yeah, we can see it really well. Yeah.
Okay, perfect, perfect.
Especially if you pin it too, so then you can see it big. You know how where those little dots are up in your little window? You can actually pin it, and then you can see it really big.
Sabina, have you pinned me?
I have pinned you the entire time. I pinned you and your camera, but I'm not sure if it shows
Everybody
up.
has to do it on their own.
Yeah, and but we pinned you, Pinky, but it was better to pin your camera that's on the food prep.
Okay. So guys, if you want to click on my food camera and click on those 3 dots, and then the third option is pin, that will just make your entire screen my food thing.
Right, and we can see it really well that way. Yeah.
Awesome. So my pan's getting, it's hot now, so I'll just add like around, oh, okay. My oven just beeped. So anybody's oven beeped? Are you guys done with the oven? No.
Not yet. Not yet.
Let me just get my thing out, mine beeped. Oh my gosh. All right, so I'm just gonna add like 2 tablespoons of oil to my heated pan.
Which kind of oil?
Vegetable oil.
Okay.
And to that, I actually love to add garlic first because that just enhances the aroma. So I will add my chopped garlic to the oil first.
Pinky, what heat are you on? Medium, medium high? What heat?
I'm actually on low.
Low.
Yeah, so just keep kind of between low and medium, not too hot.
Okay.
And when the oil is hot and you add garlic, it smells so good. Once garlic's turning red, I'll just add all my, it's around like a cup of onion. I'll just add that. Yep. And you want to cook onion properly, otherwise there is nothing bad like a raw onion. So you just want to make sure it gets a little more translucent.
Oh shit!
Are we okay?
Somebody just said, "Oh shit."
We're on live town cable, so be careful.
That's right.
Okay, so my onion's almost getting cooked. I'm gonna add my ginger to it. Ginger, I grated it.
Did you add anything past the onion yet? You're still on the onion step, right?
I added ginger.
Oh, you added the ginger. Okay. How long after you put the onion in, do you put the ginger in?
Just onion should be like a little more translucent.
Okay.
Yeah. You guys smell the ginger and onion and garlic?
Yes.
All right, so we're gonna add tomatoes now.
Wait, did you add the tomato?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
After you add the tomato, when I mix it, I kind of also, from back of my spoon, I just kind of crush them.
This smells good.
Now let's add, this is where we're gonna add some spices. So make sure you go according to your spice level. Don't, because obviously, even though we try to put the red chili pepper and the masala separately, but in the box, I'm sure everything's all mixed in. So just maybe what you have, just add half of it right now. So everybody's dish doesn't turn out to be super spicy. We can, after you taste it, you can always add more.
I think a tablespoon is pretty much all you want. It was
Yeah.
very spicy for me using half of it.
Yeah. Oh, even half was too much for you. Okay.
Have you added the pepper yet?
We can now, after the spices, add the red chili pepper, and I will add a little bit of like a water to it so the spices don't burn.
Okay. Pinki, how hot is your pan? Medium?
It's on between medium and low, not too hot. And once you add the spices, you do want to add a little bit of water so they don't stick and burn.
Okay, 1 minute, okay?
Huh?
1 minute, I'm almost done.
Pinki, you said to put only half of the seasoning in after you add the tomatoes.
Yes.
And then add the hot pepper.
Correct. Yes. And the only reason I'm asking you to add less of the spices, so then you can kind of manage the spice level according to your taste buds. If you think you can handle it, go for it. That's not an issue, but I would start with less and then keep adding it. Instead of dumping it all.
Pinki, how much water did you say to add?
I would just kind of whatever spoon you're using to mix it, I would just go for like a 4 or 5 spoon of water. So it just doesn't, because as you can see in my pan, I don't have that much of water. It's just kind of so the spices don't stick and burn.
Okay.
And it also helps to cook the tomatoes and all the good stuff. Oh my God, it smells so good. All right. And then if that part is done, and now let's go. All we have to now add is the salt and coriander. So now let's move to our eggplant portion of it. So I will move my eggplant. Sabina, can you see the eggplant?
I can.
Okay. All right. So let's see. Oh, smells really good. I'm gonna try. I just like to hold with one end with like a knife. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? Yeah, okay. And then just from the top, you know how we do avocado, skin to skin kind of stuff? Just try to do that. Just scoop it out. Hopefully it's nicely cooked.
The rice is beautiful.
Are you cooking it right now, Mrs. Sayre?
Yes, 15 minutes and it looks perfect.
Awesome.
Oh, wow.
Awesome. So my eggplant is scooping it very nicely and coming off the skin very nicely. How is everybody's eggplant cooked?
So do we add this in yet?
Eggplant?
Yeah.
So I'm still scooping it out and we're gonna mash it and we're gonna add the mashed eggplant to the base that we just made.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still scooping it out. You guys are ahead of me? I'm taking too much time? No. All right, so I'm just using the base of the skin as a bowl and I'm just kind of make sure that it's all mushed. And the garlic, I'm just kind of back of the spoon, I'm just gonna kind of mash it. Because that should be kind of softened too in the oven at that high temperature. Okay, hold on. I need a sous chef every time I use, what do you call it, the cast iron. It's a workout for me. Okay. So I'm going to bring the base back on the stove top. Sabina, are you able to see that?
Yeah.
Okay. And the what we scooped, the eggplant, I'm just adding the scooped eggplant to the base right now. Everybody's eggplant was nicely cooked. Hi. now we're just gonna mix it well. Let's add the salts to taste. I have a like very small amount I add, around, what would you call, this is teaspoon?
Probably a little less than a teaspoon.
Yeah, less than that. Same with the salt, go according to your taste. While you're mixing it all, if you need to add a little bit of water, if you think things are sticking to the pan, just feel free to add some water. And while I'm mixing it, I'm also mashing it from the back of my spoon. And I have kept the gas on, heat on low, because now there is nothing much to cook. Eggplant's cooked, the base was cooked, now we are just mixing it up. I just wanted to show you my skin. So can you see my, Samia, can you see this?
A little bit, move it up a little higher maybe.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, so this is the skin that's left from after I scooped it off. So I was able to scoop all the eggplant very nicely, and it's just the skin left. So that was cooked very nicely in the oven. Did anybody taste it? Do you need to adjust the spice level, less, more? Because everybody's very engrossed. I'll add a little bit of water because I feel like I just need a little more base to it. Now I'm gonna
It's perfect.
Spice level is good.
It's spicy. I think one little piece of that pepper was plenty.
I think the spice, you would get it from the powder more so than the pepper.
Well, I mean, the heat's from the pepper.
Yeah.
But it's delicious.
Awesome. Now, I know somebody said they don't like cilantro. Cilantro is for garnish. So don't worry about it if you don't like it, but we definitely gave it to all of you. So what I'm gonna do, I'll turn my gas off now because as I said, there's nothing much to cook. And I'll just add cilantro on the top. What I like to do, I like to add half of it and then mix it all together. And then when you serve or when you put it in a serving dish, then add little rest of it on the top.
Rest of it.
Yeah. But
And Pinki, if you don't like cilantro, you've also used just green peas. You can put peas in there for color.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We thought about it, but the peas were hard to give it out to you guys as an ingredient. But if you have frozen peas, just pop them in the microwave for 20 seconds and then add it to your dish.
That sounds good.
There are a handful of it, probably 10 to 12, not that many. You don't want to turn this dish too sweet. So just a little bit of it. But
it gives it a nice color.
It just very nice contrast.
I don't like cilantro, but I added a speck. And it was okay. It was okay. It was delicious.
Everybody were able to handle the spice level?
Yes.
Yeah. Woo.
I used about half of mine.
Yeah, yeah.
Good. The rice is beautiful. Can you see the rice?
It's very good.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Beautiful.
wow.
Mrs.
Very
Thayer,
good.
what was your measurement?
I didn't use my finger. I used 2 cups of water and 1 cup of rice.
There we go. So
And I brought the water to a boil, and then I put the rice in 15 minutes and a little pinch of salt.
Yeah, perfect, perfect. Awesome.
Well, with all of the pepper in, mine is pretty spicy.
So, but
it's good. It's good, and the rice will calm it down.
Yes, because right now we are tasting it by itself. If you eat it with the rice or a naan bread, you know, that kind of balances it out. But feel free to take the green pepper out. That's why I ask you guys to keep it big pieces that you can take it out.
Yeah.
So,
well, yeah, it's already pretty spicy, but that's fine. It's delicious.
Add some more water to it. If you add some more water, it'll bring it down.
Can you see my kitchen?
Down.
Can you
Add
see
some
what
more
my
water.
kitchen looks like?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Who's cleaning it up? Look. And there's my dish. And there's my stove.
Oh, wow.
I made a real mess here.
The dog would love to clean it up.
Yeah. But it looks all delicious.
it smells, my house smells delicious. My husband just came down and it was, it's after dinner, we already had dinner, but it smells delicious. So.
Can you give me the directions for the peas again? How long you cooked them in the microwave and how many you used?
So if you have a frozen piece, I'll just throw them in the microwave for 10-15 seconds.
Okay.
If your dish is hot, you know, I would just mix it up and let it cook for some time. It will be fine. Peas are the easiest thing to get cooked.
And how many did you use?
I would not go more than 10 to 12.
Okay, thank you.
It's just like a contrast color. It just looks very pretty.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
I put mine frozen right in the food because the food was hot enough.
Yeah.
Then I put them in frozen for like 5 minutes and they were totally cooked.
There you go. So you don't even have to, if you're, oh, I see Sumain and them are eating already.
Caroline, yeah.
I haven't eaten. Okay. Everybody's dish, if you guys want to now unmute yourself and just let me know if it came out good or
delicious. Even the olive oil was fine. The olive oil was was perfect.
Because we're going,
yeah, we're
so
like,
good.
this is so good. I said to Sue, I go, I will make this all the time. This is so good.
So good.
Does it smell good?
I'm glad. And I hope it did not seem hard for you guys. It was easy.
Great.
Oh, it's so fun.
Delicious.
Your directions are perfect. Yeah.
And I have cooked this in Instapot too. If one of you guys are lucky, or one of our prize is
I hope so.
our winter reading program. Then I omit the oven part and I just chop the eggplant, throw everything in the Instapot and just cook it for 5 minutes and it's done.
I don't have Instapot, but I gotta get one and try it.
Hey, we have as a prize, so you might win.
Get it at the library.
Yeah.
Pinki?
Yes.
Is there any reason why you couldn't mix the rice together with it when you're done?
Because that's not the part of the dish. That's just the accompany. Rice is, that's how you eat it with.
Okay.
So and I traditionally eat it with the naan, not the rice. It was rice. You can eat it with the rice, either rice or naan.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah.
No, the nails, the other things.
Thank you. Very good.
I hope you guys like it. I promise I will get the actual recipe step by step. So email it to all of you. But if you have any other questions, you know where to find us.
Thank you. I love the way of cooking the eggplant. The eggplant. Yes, that was a great trick.
Yeah, I think it when you roast it in the oven like that, it enhances the taste.
I even turned it up to 500.
Oh, that was a good idea.
I love everybody's getting adventurous.
Yes. And thank you. Great directions.
No, I hope you enjoyed it.
It's fabulous.
We have